Up next, Perre Shelton. On deck, Katie Richard.
All right, thank you all. So, I wrote this piece for kind of in the context of Nikki Giovanni when she says black love is black wealth. And my conversation with this becomes, to what extent should we politicize black love, particularly black queer love, when we're voting on whether or not gay marriage should be legal in Virginia. So my name is Perre Shelton. I'm a black poet. I will not be silent while this nation murders black people and black queer people. I have a right to be angry. The epigraph is from James Baldwin. Love him and let him love you. Do you think anything else under heaven really matters? How else would you recommend I eat my chocolate, if not off the dimpled contours of his lower back? My tongue can only speak the language of his insides. How else should I praise God if not in tongues? What is the river of Jordan if not something in which I should learn to swim? What is swimming if not moving baptismally through the ancestral waters of his darkened canyon, tasting, drinking those waters as if to say thank you to his mother? How is it not injustice to deny me the taste of a salt water puddle collecting in his tear ducts? How much, from how much you made him hate himself? Who decided to love him only at the very last minute? The minute it became politically profitable to do so. But the body, all black and gay and brilliant, the love you now love politically, I have loved my entire life. My lips parading and picketing and marching up and down his spine, boycotting liberation movements. Since when is it a sin to taste the seed menstruating, the menstruating seed pushed and pulled by the moon, yet mistaken for someone's sacred son? On whose authority should I discontinue the movement, the push and pull of my peace in and out of his revolution, that revolution of his Afro-Cubano hips, those that stirred the waters and left them swirling around my power structure? Under whose authority should I be brought to my knees, if not under the authority of his pleasure? To whom should I apologize for whistling like Emmett Till to white women supposedly whistling the hymnals of our grandmothers into ears, needing his softness like the dough of Big Mama's sweet rolls? In what ravine should I seek solace from your oppression, if not the shifting gullies of his pressed thighs? From what mountainside shall I shout my dreams, if not from the raised platform of his inflated chest? To which cloth-draped pole shall I pledge my allegiance, if not the stiffened pole trapped in the boxers? Searching for the liberation I am offering with my touch, our bodies finally a united state. What else shall I teach my children about war and peace, if not the heavy breathing, the tightening of his manhood around mine, his screaming voice clumsy and inarticulate like the charging forward of 1,000,000 soldiers onto my chest, deadened by the outside air as if to say, I can't breathe. What else am I to teach my children if not the stories of 1,000,000 soldiers that gave their lives as a result of their father's pleasure? What else shall I teach my children if not how those soldiers drive against the flesh like corpses into the earth, patterned in the shape of Adinkra symbols, turned hieroglyphs, turned graffiti, turned gang signs, as if to warn us that the bliss we are feeling now is only temporary, and soon again we will need to scrub clean, to cloak our sweat-soaked bodies in the garments of shame and respectability, as if to warn us that the only peace greater than the one we just felt is that of prayer, as if to warn us that even then we must only close our eyes for a second, because enemies will prey on praying bodies too. Patterned as if to warn us of option blocks. Check here for black, check here for gay, check here for American option blocks. That they are not criteria for loving each other. Symbols patterned as if to remind us that every great person who knew God by different names has found the highest truth in the subversive acts of humanity. That the sins of our world are actually conversations with heaven. It is in the creases of his neck and the folds of his fetal belly that I have discovered why God works in mysterious ways. How else should I love my brother if not in kisses, placed on his manhood as if to apologize for what history has done to his blackness? Him flooding my lips with gratitude. Thank you. Since when was the temple of God made of the same concrete and steel and stone used to punish sex workers and rape victims? Since when was the temple of God not made of his flesh, holy water mistaken for tears and sweat, praise mistaken for mere sex? Since when has it been wrong to enter the temple of God in and out and back in again until God herself is pleased with her sons? Since when is this feeling not a blessing? Thank you.
Yeah.